Hello and welcome to this NIKE SuperRep unboxing, but also SPD Cleat installation. So for this, you're going to need your cleats. You're going to need the SPD cleats that are out of the box. So in this tutorial, we're actually using the cleats that came with the SPD pedals. So that is actually going to be the second tutorial in this series. So in this one, we'll be doing the installation of the SPD cleats. Part 2 will be attaching the SPD pedals to the bike. And then in the last one, we'll show you how to connect your pedals to your cleats. So for this, you're gonna need an Allen key. So I have this ready here. I do have off camera a pair of scissors that I'm gonna utilize to clip off the attachment with the NIKE SuperRep cleats. But that, of course, if you have a knife, pair of scissors, whatever you have to be able to do that. So let's first take out the NIKE SuperRep shoes. So this is a fresh pair. So if I pulled these out and you're hearing me speak, these are not my NIKE SuperReps, but for this demonstration, it's a great pair to utilize. So I'm gonna move this box out of the way because I actually already off camera took out the cleats. So in that box that I had in screen was the Shimano pedals, but also the cleats that you're going to need to install to the bottom of these shoes. So let's start off by clipping off what you're going to need from here. So in here, which comes with the NIKE SuperReps, are either the Delta or the SPD Cleat bottom that you're going to attach. So we're going to take those out and lay them right there. So let's start with the left shoe here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is undo the Velcro, and with your shoes, this process might be a little different, but of course we want to take out the insides. And then from there, I'm going to take out the insole because in the bottom of these, and you might be able to see it right there, is a little bit of cushion. So I've seen in some tutorials that they actually keep this part off. In my experience in working with different cleats, I always put it back in just for smoothness, but that is totally up to you. Preference, we'll say. Okay, so as you can see on the bottom here, you could put either type of cleat to it. For this tutorial, we are doing the SPD. That is because one of our instructors with Time to Train recommended the SPD just because the ease of it, but also with the more use if you're utilizing your shoes at other popular in-person locations. So let's get this started. I'm going to take one of the pieces that came with the shoes. So remember, I unclipped this from the side of it. I'm going to take that, and when you're starting to do this, a good place to start is right where you would think the middle of the balls of your feet are. Okay, so I'm going to put them right here, and you're going to notice off to the side I have the cleat portions here. So let's move these out of the way. So we're going to take one of them. We're going to take the top portion. So you see there's an arrow at the top here. I'm going to put it over there. And then the piece that comes with it, you're going to want to put the indentation facing up so that when you do put the screws in, that they nicely slide into there. Okay, so what I recommend, if this is your first time and you're watching this, that you hand tight first and then get your Allen key out, because even when you use your Allen key, you're going to want to adjust them as you're tightening them. So I have these just nicely hand tight. And from there, I'm even just going to do it pretty lightly. I'm not going to go all the way and tighten them as much as I can, because I still want to be able to adjust them and get them just right. And if you're new to cycling, this process, you might know already that it's a give and take. I'll say you try it out, you see if it's comfortable for you, and you might need to adjust it up or down depending upon what shoes you have, what pedals you have, all those kinds of things. You want to find what works best for you. So that looks pretty good right there. So I'm going to finish tightening those up. And while you're doing it, make sure that it's nice and centered before you do those last couple turns. I'm just doing little quarter turns now just to get that little extra bit. So that's what that looks like. I'm going to replace this part back into it for a nice smooth portion on the balls of your feet, so you can see how now that's underneath there. Put back in the insole. And that's one shoe done right there with the NIKE SuperRep. So this is part one of the cleat installation. Like I said at the beginning, part two, we're going to attach the pedals. In this tutorial series, we're using the Shimano SPD pedals and cleats with the NIKE SuperRep. This is not a review of either of these. This is just a tutorial to show how you can install them. So make sure you check out the next one. And if you are interested in these products, check out the descriptions as you will find links to purchase them. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe for future tutorials and go out there and have fun with them.